Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I'm Indy, and today we're going to be counting down my top 10 picks for indie games coming out in 2023. So, grab yourself a tasty beverage.
That hit the spot.
And get ready to see some exciting indie games. Coming in at number 10, we have Bramble, the Mountain King. Bramble, the Mountain King is a grim adventure set in a world inspired by dark Nordic fables. Explore the beautiful yet dangerous and twisted land of Bramble in your endeavor to rescue your sister. Traverse a wondrous landscape and survive deadly encounters with Bramble's many hideous creatures. This appears to be along the lines of Little Nightmares and Limbo, which makes for a very appealing game. I love the Nordic Fables theme here, and that it looks incredible, albeit terrifying at times. I know some folks that probably won't enjoy that part of the game, but guess what? I'm sold. Coming in at number 9, we have Hollow Body. Hollow Body is a tech noir survival horror short story set in the urban decay of a long abandoned British city. Hollow Body will test you with puzzles, resource management, and a little bit of limited combats, all while focusing on exploration and a narrative gameplay. Inspired by horror games from the 2000s, I'm excited to check out the voiceover work done on this one and the multiple endings. In at number 8, we have Gestalt, Steam and Cinder. Inspired by 16-bit and 32-bit classics, Gestalt, Steam and Cinder fuses tight 2D platforming and exhilarating combat with an engrossing, twist-laden narrative and a stunningly handcrafted steampunk world. Man, this game looks gorgeous as all get out. The combat looks fast, brutal, and downright fun. The main character thrashing through baddies is icing on the cake for me. I mean, just witness the sheer brutality. And at number 7, we have The Last Faith. Often brutal, always empowering, The Last Faith is an unholy alliance of Metroidvania and Souls-like. This game is another one in a long list of games that have been giving us this style of gameplay recently. It's amazing pixel art with awesome looking boss fights. I have a feeling I'll be dying a lot in this one, if it's anything along the lines of Death's Gambit. And guess what? I am looking forward to it. Coming in at number 6, we have Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn is an upcoming action role-playing video game. Join humanity's last stand as gods and guns collide in an all-new action RPG open-world adventure. I have to admit, when I first discovered this title, I didn't realize that it would be an indie game. It looks polished as hell, and the gameplay appears to be fantastic. And, well, I'm a sucker for open world gameplay, so this one is definitely going to be, one that I have to get my hands on. Coming in at number 5, we have Scars Above. Scars Above is a challenging sci-fi third-person action-adventure shooter combining the rewarding feel of overcoming difficulty with a compelling and intricate story, set in a mysterious alien world to explore. Again, we have another title that just proves indie developers have that magic touch. The world building here appears to be top-notch with challenging enemies, the ability to acquire new skills, and a way to scan enemies to gain knowledge about them. I'm a big fan of this, and the more I can learn, guess what, the better.
Stop the custodian.
Coming in at number 4, we have Sea of Stars. Sea of Stars is a turn-based RPG inspired by the classics. It tells the story of two children of the solstice who will combine the powers of the sun and the moon to perform eclipse magic, the only force capable of fending off the monstrous creations of the evil alchemist known as the Fleshmancer. Sea of Stars, in my opinion, has that classic style just like Chained Echoes, and if it's anything like it, we will be in for a treat. Plus, I love that it says there will be dozens of characters. Oh, and, it's turn-based combat. At number 3, we have Replaced. Replaced is a 2.5D sci-fi retro futuristic action platformer where you play as Reach, an artificial intelligence trapped in a human body against its own will. Replaced combines cinematic platforming, pixel art, and free-flow action combat set in an alternate 1980s. I've been waiting for this title. The dark yet beautiful cyberpunk game has my hopes at an all-time high, and I can't wait to see what the story has in store for us. And at number 2, we have Bleak Faith, Forsaken. Explore the last remnants of civilization in this vast, unforgiving, and interconnected world. Learn what is left of its history. Discover pockets of natural life in the perpetually expanding omnistructure. Bleak Faith has been on my list for a very long time. I can't wait to dive into this open world filled with absolutely insane-looking enemies. I expect to be tested with crazy boss fights, but I'll be ready with its RPG progression style that lets you build your character towards your play style. Coming in at number 1, and I know a game that everybody is excited for, is Sons of the Forest. We all know about N. Knight's hit The Forest, or at least you should by now. It's one of the best survival horror games. Now comes the follow-up, with what appears to be better building, crafting, and a horde of new enemies to deal with. We'll surely struggle to stay alive in an open world full of mystery and what I'm sure most are hoping to be another incredible story with multiple endings.
Get down, son!
And just because I had to throw in a bonus game called Vigilancer 2099. Vigilancer 2099 is a third-person open-world cyberpunk bounty hunting game set in a gated, privatized, and isolated mega building. Enter the skin, soul, and mind of your Vigilancer as you fight to stay alive long enough to pay off your bounty. First off, I'm a huge fan of Blade Runner, both of them, and this is giving off major vibes. While it looks like it might need some work still, I have to say everything else has me excited for this game. Bounty hunting, check. Exploration, check. Customization, check. A story, check. I mean, what more do you want in a game? Well, this game, of course. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below any indie games that are coming out this year that you're excited for. And then maybe I can add them to my list in a later video. That would be awesome. I'm always on the lookout for new and exciting indie games. Well, that pretty much does it. So let's hope that we get to play most of these games, if not all of them, in 2023. And I will see you in the next video. Indian, brah.